My mother put me out with the rubbish when I was 2 weeks old. This is where my life started.
A social worker came. I asked her, please don't take him, but she did.
Every year, thousands of people come to us looking for missing family.
My dad left my life. I know nothing. I feel like half of me is missing.
Sometimes it's to solve a mystery that's troubled them for decades.
I've had in the back of my mind that my mum could have been murdered.
She took this to her grave.
Or to end the torment of what they don't know.
I've struggled with a sense of self because of my background.
Did she genuinely really not want me?
So imagine the moment when the burning questions can finally be answered.
It's Davina. Put the kettle on.
Yes! It's just blown my mind.
In this series, we discover extraordinary stories.
That's cool. You got a brother now, though, as well.
That's what I'm saying, though, brothers.
Finding people around the world who nobody else could trace.
Sorry, it's massive.
How you doing?
I'd waited 43 years for that hug.
Reuniting families who've spent a lifetime apart.
Flipping heck. Hello, family.
Often people are afraid to look for missing family, anxious about the disruption it might cause. Instead, they wait and hope for that precious person to come knocking. So what if they find out that they did and were turned away?
One day, my grandma got a telephone call out of the blue from a man saying he was looking for his dad. I think she panicked and hung up on him. Had she just given him my number, things would have been completely different. I need to put a wrong that was done, I need to put right.
"53-year-old Jeanette Woodyett is married with 2 children. Jeanette was raised by her father, Reginald, following her parents' divorce.
This one is my dad, and me and my brother. He stepped up. We were so close. It was difficult. He had to give up work to look after us. These ones are my favourite. These were taken in Woolworths. They always came in a set of 4. The one that's missing is the one my dad carried in his wallet.
Today, Jeanette is returning to her childhood home in nearby Keighley.
It's strange to be back.
It was in this house her father told her that as a young man, his girlfriend became pregnant with a son who was given up for adoption.
It was in the front room that my dad sat us down, just told us about this brother that existed. It was just a shock. I remember it being a shock that my dad knew he had a son out there somewhere. My dad did want him, but they were young and the girlfriend's family rejected that because they were unmarried. But it was very much laid on the table. If he comes looking, he's welcome.
Sadly, Jeanette's father died of cancer, aged 54. 6 years later, what may have been a once-in-a-lifetime chance finally came along.
My grandma got a call completely out of the blue saying, I'm looking for my dad. And I'm sure she said he was either in Canada or America. I don't know her exact words, but it was along the terms of, well, he's died. There's no point you trying to go any further? And then she hung up. And it absolutely cut me to the core that, how could you do that? To tell her grandson that his dad's died and then slam the door in his face as well. That's how I felt, that the door was slammed when it needn't have been, and it shouldn't have been.
Although Jeanette's grandmother has since passed away, the phone call from her brother still haunts her.
I was really quite angry at her and frustrated, and how did I contact him now? It took me a long time to forgive her.
Knowing her brother had faced rejection trying to find them made Jeanette all the more determined to track him down. And although she'd found out that his birth name, Christopher, had changed to Graham, she wasn't able to find him.
He won't search again. You don't go back to have the door slammed in your face again. It's up to me. I just want to give him a photograph and say, this is your dad. And he didn't forget you.
Jeanette knew that her brother's name was changed when he was adopted, but our specialist intermediaries couldn't find him in the UK. We realised that Jeanette's grandmother had inadvertently passed on a piece of crucial information from her phone call with Graham. He'd called from North America. When we entered his name into databases in North America, we found several addresses where a Graham Briggs was registered. Eventually, we had a response from a man in San Diego who fitted the bill. He confirmed he'd made a phone call 20 years ago in search of his father. Graham has made the 5,500-mile journey from Southern California to Manchester. Ever since she heard that her grandmother had turned him away, Jeanette has been trying to get back that lost opportunity to meet her brother. And Graham has been dealing with that rejection. So how will it feel for Graham to learn that his sister has been wanting to meet him all these years and his father never forgot him? How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for coming over.
Absolutely.
Yeah. How are you feeling?
A little apprehensive, but here we go.
So what took you to the States?
I grew up in England, but then got married to someone that didn't have any connection with my English side. And so now I live in San Diego with my wife and the kids. And, you know, I've got a happy life. I've got a tremendous family.
How did you feel when you found out that your sister's looking for you?
I was very surprised because I didn't know I had a sister.
No.
Didn't know anything about my paternal side.
You know about your maternal side then, do you?
I got a hold of somebody in probably around 2001, and they did find my birth mother, but cut a long story short, she really didn't want anything to do with me. And about 6 months later, the same person called me and said, I've got a phone number to somebody on your father's side. You know, it took some courage to actually make the call. But this person was quite flustered, didn't want anything to do with it as well, so less than a 5-minute phone call, hung up. That was the end of it. It's all over.
So that's a double rejection.
Yeah. Yeah. Every time I think about that call, I wonder why this person did what they did.
So this person was his mother, Jeanette's grandmother, your grandmother, and Jeanette knew about that phone call.
Really?
She was extremely upset about the fact that
What are we doing?
the call was terminated.
I'm upset to hear that right now. It's like, imagine if somebody else had answered that call.
If Jeanette had answered that call, how different life would be.
Essentially, that has taken away 20-plus years of what could have been knowing that I had a sister and having a relationship.
But okay, Why does this matter so much to Jeanette? It matters so much to Jeanette because you are her brother, but it also would have mattered so much to your father.
So he cared?
He said if you ever were to find them, the door would be open. The door would always be open.
Interesting. That's, wow, yeah. Wow. It's quite stunning, really. What happened back then?
He had this girlfriend, and then she got pregnant, and her parents said the baby, that's you, must be put up for adoption. But he wanted you. He wanted to keep you. He tried to keep you.
Wow.
We all want to be wanted, don't we?
Everybody does. And my adoptive parents wanted me.
You had a good adoption.
Very good. Wonderful parents. I am ever so grateful that they adopted me, but to be able to hear that somebody is actually looking for me is brilliant. Yeah.
Well, I can show you a photograph of your birth father.
Well, here we go. Oh, heck. Not that I knew what I was looking for or what he would look like, but he looks like me. Can't stop looking, it's weird, isn't it?
He never forgot you.
Too bad he's passed away. A lot of questions I could ask him. But I think, sounds like Jeanette might have a lot of information.
And so this is your sister, Jeanette.
Wow, that's my sister. Got a bit of a shake going on.
She's got so much to tell you, but she has written some thoughts in this letter. She put her feelings down.
Okay.
And so this is for you.
Can I read it you?
Please.
Yeah. It says, "Dear brother, where do I start with this letter? I cannot imagine how that phone call must have felt, and it's not how you would have been welcomed had I or my dad received that call. He would have loved to have met you, and I'm so looking forward to meeting you and putting the past right and welcoming you into my life. Your sister, Jeanette." 2 kisses. Wow. That's real. This is amazing. Yeah, this is amazing.
But before we tell Jeanette the news about Graham, we take on another search. It's surprising how many searchers come to us looking for family whose existence they only learned of after their mother's death. Again and again, we hear of mothers who have spent a lifetime holding on to a secret too heavy to share, even with those they love the most.
You think, oh, I know my mum, I know everything about her. But then she kept that from us. Why would she do that? When is the right time to share with your children, oh, by the way, you've got a brother and sister somewhere? Hello, Puddin'. How you been? How's your day?
53-year-old social worker Karen Turnbull lives in Paisley, close to her family.
You been a good girl for Mummy? Oopsie daisies. Family's everything. I mean, I don't have that many hobbies. Family's my hobby, really. And when people ask, what do you do? And I say, I spend all my time with my children and my grandchildren. I have 2 daughters, Amber and Alana, and they're amazing. I'm very proud of them. Amber has 2 girls. So it's kind of like history repeating itself.
Karen grew up in Paisley with her mum, Anne, and sister, Teresa.
Hi, sister. How's things?
Lovely day.
How are you? And you come.
Ah, it's lovely. It's nice.
So that's Mum, because she's beautiful, isn't she?
Aye.
And look at that, so young. I love that picture of Mum, because that's obviously her wedding day when she got married. My mum married my dad when she was 18. She divorced, unfortunately, when I was 3, and my sister was 6 months. There's us. That was, what, 1976, so what, about 7? She kind of raised us herself, for the most part, as a single mum in a 2-bedroom flat. She'd go without herself many times, make sure we had dinner, and she didn't, you know. I remember things like that. So, yeah, times were tough.
She's just very funny and always loving, and she's a great mum.
After her divorce, Anne began a new relationship.
She met another man when I was around about 5. We witnessed a lot of things we shouldn't have as children. It wasn't an easy relationship, I'll say that much, yeah.
Karen's mum was diagnosed with cancer, aged 39, and she died when Karen was 23.
You know it's coming. But when it happened, it was very sudden, you know.
But on the day of her mum's funeral, a conversation with her uncle changed Karen's life forever.
My mum's older brother sat us down in my mum's house after her funeral and said, I'm going to tell you something that's going to shock you. He told us that my mum had twins who were adopted, that she had a planned adoption, and it was a boy and a girl. We were totally stunned and shocked, myself and my sister, to find out that we have a brother and sister somewhere. This was in the 70s. I would have been about 7 years old. Teresa would have been 4.5, so we were children ourselves when the twins had been born. Things made sense then when I had time to think about it and reflect on it. Things made sense in terms of, you know, I'd hear her crying, and I do remember she had a little box that had pictures in it, and that little box had pictures of a boy and a girl. I thought back, could that have been them?
Karen Turnbull is looking for the twin siblings she only found out about on the day of her mother's funeral.
It's initial shock because you think, you know, I've just lost my mum, and now we're finding out that she's had twins and they were adopted. Why would she not tell us that? Why would she keep that a secret? Because we're so close. We didn't really understand why she wouldn't have shared that with us.
Karen's Aunt Elaine lived with them when Karen's mum was pregnant with the twins.
Why do you think my mum never told me and Teresa about the twins?
She were too young to understand. What was she going to tell you, that you'd got a brother and sister and I've had to give them away? You know, that would have been too much for you to handle.
Could you know I just had them and kept them?
She couldn't have gave them a good life at that time. She had you, she had Teresa. She was on her own. If she had brought these babies home, it would have been too hard. She was doing the best for them. She was giving them a better life. She's been absolutely heartbroken.
Yep.
So what's not to say, you know, let's say later in life that she would have went to look for these twins herself. I think 100% she would have ended up going looking. Wouldn't it be you looking for them? It'd be her.
Like many of us, lockdown made Karen reflect on what was important to her.
That's when I started to do some proper searching and contacting different agencies.
Another of Karen's aunts gave her a vital clue: the date the twins were born.
So then I had a birth date. I didn't have a name or anything else, and I didn't know where they were born. So I contacted the registrars in Paisley, and yeah, they found their birth certificates. This is the twins, my mum's twins, and I see how she named them, Anthony and Jacqueline O'Neill. This brings them to life. This is like 2 real people now. You know, they're part of my mum and part of me as well. So I'm their big sister, and I don't want any more years to pass, you know, without telling them now, you know, how amazing she was and how loved they were.
When we took on Karen's search, all we had to go on was the names on the twins' birth certificates, Anthony and Jacqueline O'Neill, and that they'd been born in Scotland and adopted. So our first step was for our specialist social workers to try and discover their current names. They learned that Anthony was now known as Tony, and Jacqueline's name had been changed to Mary, and they'd been adopted together. We found addresses for both Tony and Mary, so we wrote to them, and Tony replied. Both Tony and his twin sister Mary, who's known as Mary Beth, have come to meet me, not far from Tony's home. They're both married with children and still living in Scotland. Tony in Dunblane and Mary Beth on the Isle of Bute. Karen will be delighted to discover that not only have the twins been found, but they've been right here in Scotland all along. But did they know anything about their birth family? And nearly 50 years after their mother gave them up for adoption, how do they feel about their big sister finding them? Hello, how you doing?
There, hi.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Yeah, you too. So, what a thing this is, isn't it?
That's exciting.
Yeah.
Takes a wee while to sink in, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Because we thought we were the only ones.
That door is opening. I need to find out about you guys. Where did you grow up?
On the Isle of Bute.
It was a great place to be brought up on. Really enjoyed it.
When did you find out that you were adopted? Have you always known?
That was me. I was
You were
raking
young.
about the loft, and I found...
How old were you?
We were young.
11, I think,
Really
10,
wee.
11 or something, I think. And then found this bit of paper. Does that say what I think it does? And then I came down from the loft and said to you, look what I found. You said, you're kidding on. I said, I'm not kidding on.
Do you remember your parents' reaction?
I think it uncovered a secret that they clearly didn't want to be uncovered.
What were you ever told about your birth mother?
Not a thing.
We didn't know the circumstances, didn't know anything about it. We went to the records house in Edinburgh 4 or 5 years ago, and we got the whole documents with the wax seal and that only we had the permission to open.
And what did you find?
That our birth mother had concealed her pregnancy. We were to be kept together.
Yeah, that was one of our stipulations. She'd felt like we'd have each other then.
Obviously, you're so close, but do you think you have a special bond? Because growing up, you had each other.
Yeah, he's my world.
Is he?
Yeah, he is. Absolutely.
So we got all that, we got the whole documents and everything on it. And I remember her saying that, here's your mum's birth certificate. And unfortunately, here's her death certificate. And it was a bit of a shock, actually.
That was, yeah. I thought all along that no one knew. You know, she might have passed away and nobody knew.
What does it actually feel like? The fact that your big sister, Karen, has come looking for you?
It's a good feeling, yeah.
It feels, that part is amazing. It answered that question of, do they actually know about us? Because we knew about them. We were at the stage that we were trying to go and actually look for her. And we'd kind of put it on hold for a bit. And we're now going to pick it back up again, so.
So you were planning on looking for your birth family?
Yeah.
It's incredible.
Yeah.
So Karen found out that your birth mother's funeral, there were twins.
Gosh.
Her mother was in a terrible domestic situation. And when she had you, she thought that was the route to safety and happiness for the two of you.
Yeah.
Karen wants to tell you that your mother loved you. That's a massive thing that you know that.
It's good to hear.
It is to know that you were loved. We didn't know. We've never known till today
That you were loved.
that we were loved. It's huge.
So yeah, Karen, she's got 2 daughters in their 20s, and she's a social worker. I bet you're dying to know what your sister looks like.
Yeah. My goodness. It's a lovely picture, isn't it?
Nice picture, yeah.
Gosh.
She looks very happy, which is
Yeah,
good.
she does. Yeah. They are.
Strange, isn't it, to actually
It's
get
funny to see somebody that...
a face?
Uh-huh.
Because up to this point, it's just
only been me and you.
You're right.
That's a big sister.
It's going to take a bit of getting used to.
Oh, I know.
Hi. Jeanette, it's Davina. I just wanted to let you know that I am going to be about 15 minutes.
So get the kettle on.
Thank you. See you in a bit. Bye. Jeanette Woodyatt is determined to find the brother who years ago phoned the family home only to be rejected by their grandmother. That split-second decision her grandmother made 20 years ago left Jeanette wondering if the chance to meet her brother would ever come again. And today, I can tell her that it has. Hi, Jeanette.
Hi, Davina. How are you?
Yeah, good, thanks.
Come on in.
Thank you. Thanks for talking to me, Jeanette. I was just wondering what your main driving force is behind trying to find Graham.
I feel for him. I can't believe to have made the phone call to find out that his search was too late because his dad had passed away, but then to be shut down as well. Where could we have been had that phone call been different?
Well, your brother has been found.
Good. I'm really pleased, really pleased. Does he want to meet me?
He does.
Sorry.
That's
massive.
Isn't it?
Can't believe it. I'm really shocked. I can't believe it.
I can tell you a bit more about him if you want.
Yes, please.
So he was adopted in Bolton and he had a really happy adoption.
Good. Dad would have been happy. That's what he wanted. And are they in England?
He's not in England, no.
I didn't think he was.
So he emigrated to America and had a family there.
So he got
He's
children?
got 2 girls.
Wow.
And they now live in San Diego.
Oh, wow. And he was happy, obviously, to get back in touch after what had happened before that.
So he decided to look, and his birth mother was found, but sadly he got the response that she didn't want to be contacted.
Oh, God, from both of them. And then for it to happen again with his dad.
And he said, look, you know, it was hard and it hurt, but I got on with life.
I hope I've done the right thing. I can give him some of the answers. Just need it to happen now.
Do you want to see a picture?
Yes. Oh my God, but yes, but no.
Why but no? You're right. Do you want to wait a minute? Here. You're right. Oh, darling. It's okay.
Sorry.
It's a lot.
Because even though you've told me,
Yes.
looking at that makes it real.
Yes, yes.
Let's go. Let's.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I think he looks just like you.
Do you think so? Oh my gosh. It's got my dad's eyes.
Has he?
It's definitely got my dad's eyes. I'm just so glad that he hasn't held against us that phone call.
Not at all.
Brother and sister. Instantly, it's like a weight has just been lifted. Wow.
It's been over 3 decades since Jeanette's father told her she had a big brother. And today, she finally gets to meet him.
My dad's in my mind today, very much so. And I'm sure, 100% sure, my dad will be looking down. So yeah, it's very nerve-wracking, really, because I knew my brother existed, but I didn't know him. And suddenly, he's going to be there in front of me.
For their first ever meeting, Graham has come to Jeanette's home county.
I'm going to meet my birth sister. Yeah. Never thought I'd utter those words. Kind of want to say thank you more than anything else.
His wife, Sandy, has come to support him.
Here you go, Graham.
All right.
You all ready? It's exciting, eh?
I've got that little nervousness going.
You're gonna do great.
It's exciting. I'm looking forward to it. All right.
Let's go.
The siblings are meeting in a pub just outside Keighley, where Jeanette grew up.
Today, I get to meet him and give him the answers he needs, so it's overwhelming. So many different feelings, but I'm hoping it gives us both peace.
Is this her? Oh, crikey.
Hi.
Hiya. You all right?
Sorry.
It's okay.
It's been so long. Sorry.
I'm your older brother.
I'm not the oldest anymore.
No, not at all.
Oh, dear. Oh, it's so lovely to see you.
Have a sit down.
Thank you.
I wanted to get you something, so I got you some flowers.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Brilliant.
Wow. What a journey.
Yeah.
What a journey. So nice to see you.
It's been 58 years for me.
Oh, gosh.
It was never, ever hidden from me that I was adopted.
And you had a good
And I had
upbringing.
a very good upbringing.
That is what your dad wanted. You were never, ever a secret. You were never something he didn't want.
It's a good feeling to know I was wanted.
Mm.
I do hope that you've had a fantastic life.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I can assure you that I have. So absolutely no regrets,
No regrets.
about anything. So, yeah, I mean, the big thing that I want to say, I'll say it to you, can't say it to him, is thank you.
And I think Dad will be smiling down on us right now. As soon as he put his arms around me, the connection was there. I just instantly felt at ease with him. Yeah, I could definitely see my dad. I could even see myself.
Sorry, it's just, I keep looking at you.
I know.
I see a lot of me in you. I don't know what you're seeing. I mean, I've gone
The
old.
eyes.
I've gone old and grey and that, but here we are.
I know.
Wow. It's incredible. I think any nerves, any misplaced thoughts, any just worries, they just all melted away. And when she walked in and gave me that hug, that was so cool. Didn't want that to stop, to be honest with you.
So, little gift for you. I'll let you open it and look, but
Fantastic.
this is
Oh
your
my
dad.
gosh.
So that's the earliest picture I have of him.
He looks like the quintessential Englishman.
Your typical Yorkshire man.
Yorkshireman. That is a treasure. It was interesting to learn a little bit more about him. I wish we could have met together. That would have been something, but what a fantastic opportunity we've got now going forward after 20 years. It pains me, actually, that we're going to meet and then I've got to go back to America.
I know. I'll come over.
Will you really? Would you really?
Oh, God, yeah, definitely. Today was important to put the past right. And it's a massive relief to be able to let him know that he wasn't ever forgotten. To me, that meant a lot.
Sam,
Hello. Hi.
this is my sister, Jeanette.
Nice to meet you. Oh.
Are you impressed?
Impressed.
We just keep looking at each other going, yep, same eyes, yep, same nose. Now there's just like a sense of peace. Yeah, now's the time to move forward and make memories together.
So do you think in the future you can come to here and get away from this?
Hopefully to a sunny future.
Cheers to the future.
New beginning.
Oh, yeah.
Karen Turnbull is looking for the twin siblings that her mother kept secret from her whole life.
There's something in me that's driving me to do this, I guess, whether it's, you know, for my mum, because she's not here to tell them how loved they were. And being, I guess, the big sister, I want to make sure that they know, I guess I'm their big sister as well, you know, that they're beloved.
Karen has spent decades searching for her brother and sister, and today I can give her the news that not only have they been found, but they have also been searching for her.
Hi, Davina. Hi. Come in, come in.
Thanks so much. So thanks for talking to me today.
No bother.
I wanted to talk about the amount of time you've spent looking. I mean, what's kept you going?
I need to find them, you know, to do my mum justice, I guess, and to tell her story.
Do you worry what they might think?
Yes, I have thought about that. You know, what if they don't know? And then they've got someone telling them, oh, you've got a big sister looking for you. You know, I guess that's quite a shock.
It's a lot.
It's a lot. But, you know, anything in life, if it's meant to be, you know, it will be. And if it's not meant to be, I'm a great believer in that.
Well, it's meant to be. Because I've come to tell you that your brother and sister have been found.
Oh, my God. No way. Really? No. Seriously? Oh, my God. Oh, God, I didn't think you were going to say that. That's amazing. I'm trying not to cry.
It's all right, you can cry. It's a good thing.
Oh, no, that's amazing. So, did they get adopted together?
Yes.
They did? Oh, that's great, because I thought they would have. I thought my mum would have made sure.
Yeah, they know that she asked for them to stay together, and they are hugely grateful for that.
Oh, that's amazing.
They did have each other. Their adoptive parents changed Jacqueline's name to Mary.
Mary, right, OK.
Tony's still Tony. And they live in Scotland.
Really? That's fantastic.
They were thrilled you were looking.
Oh.
They wanted to find you.
Really?
Yeah.
So did they know that my
Yes.
mum had children, I guess?
Yes, they did.
or- Right.
So you've been looking for each other.
Oh, no, I can't believe this.
All living in Scotland.
Wonder what they look like. That's amazing.
Do you want to see?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, yeah, that'd be great.
Here is a picture of your brother and sister.
OK. Oh, wow.
I think Tony really looks like you.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
She looks like my mum.
Yeah.
Aye, she does, aye. Fantastic. Can't believe it.
They've written you a little letter.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, they just wanted to say a few
okay.
words.
Right. Dear Karen, we're obviously delighted and overwhelmed to know that we have a sister and that you were looking for us both. Sorry. We were also looking for you. I can't believe that. With love. Maybeth and Tony. Kiss, kiss. And to say that I'm another sister. I know my mum will be looking down and saying, fair. Thank you. How are you feeling, Karen? I don't know, a wee bit nervous.
Today, Karen, joined by her sister Teresa, will meet her brother and sister for the first time.
Feeling anxious, excited, all the things wrapped into one, really. For almost 30 years, I've known they've existed. I'd like to ask them how their life has been, but also put my mum's side across to let them know she loved them, she wanted them to have a better life. That's what today's about, just to let them know that.
Mary Beth has travelled from her home in Butte
Come in.
to meet Tony ahead of the reunion.
He's my favourite twin.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Excited.
What have we got? A wee bit of time. You want a cup of tea then?
Why not?
Right.
Yes. You nervous?
A little. She must be nervous as well.
Yeah.
You know? Obviously, we have a lot of questions for her, but she'll probably have questions for us.
Will she have all the answers?
This is it?
Yes. Hope everything goes okay. Good luck.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye.
The siblings are meeting at a hotel in Stirling.
I'm thinking about what they'll be like, what the twins will be like, what they're thinking about me searching for them. Just a mixture of feelings, really, about today, the anticipation of it. I've got a brother and a sister, you know, and I'm a big sister. I'm really excited.
Hello.
How weird is this? Oh my God.
I better show you now. You need to show
Long time. I'm all right, thank you.
Amazing.
How are you?
Can't breathe, but I'm all right. My heart is like, I had to hold back my tears there. Really, to hold back my tears.
You've done well.
I know you've done really well, actually.
Can I stop looking at you?
Hello.
We're the same, aren't we? We were a picture. Oh, it's great. Yeah.
I can breathe now. That's it. I'm
Is
all
that you?
right. Aye. What did you think then when you'd found out I'd been looking for you?
It's overwhelming to think there was somebody out there actually knew about us and was looking, because we'd obviously started to look for you.
See, that for me is mind-blowing. I can't believe that. Honestly.
So real.
It speaks so much about you, Karen, that you never waver. That's quite staggering.
We wouldn't have been here today
No.
if it wasn't for you doing what you've done.
Sorry.
That's all right.
I've been trying not to greet, so it's happy tears.
okay.
No.
Yeah.
Aye.
I suppose the biggest question is that what was our mum like as a person, as a character? And
She was one amazing person, really went through a hard life. She was divorced at 23 and lost her mum the same year.
Oh, it's a...
So she had that to deal with, and then obviously mum, you know, at that time just couldn't keep you.
No.
Yeah.
Circumstances were horrendous. But she was amazing, and she'd done that out of love. Sorry.
that's all right. I think, you know, the one real debt of gratitude is that, you know, our stipulation was that we actually arrived together, but that we
She
weren't
wanted that.
separated. And it's done us all right for 47 years, isn't it?
Good.
It's been the hardest decision a woman could ever make.
You know that as a mum, you know.
Because when you're a mum,
And a dad, you know.
that must have been horrific for her. Absolutely horrific. So, no, my heart absolutely goes out to her. Poor wee soul.
Aye. I brought you a wee thing.
Oh, gosh. That's her mum. That's her mum.
That's your mum.
God, she's lovely.
She looks like you.
Yeah, she looks like
Dark
me,
hair.
doesn't she?
Good dark hair.
Wow.
She does, doesn't she?
Aye.
She's beautiful, isn't she?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
That's
You're shaking. Are you shaking?
That's quite staggering,
Stop
isn't
shaking.
You're part of her. You're part of me. You're part of us. You know, we're family.
Oh, thank you.
Love it. Totally overwhelmed. It's an instant connection. My brother and sister. Really, that's how I felt.
Hey there.
Ah, it's lovely to meet you.
Your Auntie Elaine. I just saw my sister was here. She'd be so proud.
10 minutes ago, we'd never seen a blood relative. We'd only seen each other. It's the start of the next chapter.
We've waited a long time to just feel complete as a family.
Cheers! Cheers!
If a family member is missing from your life and you'd like the Long Lost Family team to help, you can apply to the programme at longlostfamily.tv. Kate's joined by Anton Dubek for a very open and honest interview on his rise to prominence from humble beginnings in brand new Kate Garraway's Life Stories, Wednesday here at 9. The news is next.